Nvidia highlighted several large opportunities, including a $1 trillion opportunity that investors need to know about. So I'll discuss those developments and what it could mean for Nvidia stock investors. Let's jump right in.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So in a conference on January 7th, 2025, Nvidia CFO said that some of the simple things that we can all appreciate in the future improving is call centers and some of those things that you can test for different types of fraud. How can you make sure? Any type of risk management. These are things that AI with a significant amount of data can actually assist them with. So one of the bigger things here is fraud, right? And we've been seeing increasing amounts of fraud, especially with online sales, a lot of fraudulent returns. And if you can have AI assist you in determining which customers are using and abusing the system, that can help businesses remove the most offending customers and thereby improve operations. I've already talked at length about how call centers have an huge opportunity for improvement because artificial intelligence can be trained much better than a human can on a company's proprietary data. Imagine all of the data that you would need to know about the company's processes to answer incoming customer questions. That's why many times when you call into a call center, you notice that when you ask a question, they put you on hold for a while. That agent is likely looking up the information or asking somebody about that thing that they have particular expertise in, because that particular call center agent might know the most simple things about the company, but those more complex situations they probably don't know about, right? They were probably hired and put to work and received minimal training on the company's data, and so they don't know all that much. And so if you have artificial intelligence, that could provide huge improvement. And then you talk about risk management, which it's difficult to measure on a day-to-day business operations, but if you've got AI incorporating all of your business, looking at all of the proprietary data and highlighting certain risks that are rising, then it can suggest things to do to mitigate those risks, and that could be beneficial to businesses. They would be willing to pay for that service, to be sure. And I talked about that $1 trillion opportunity for Nvidia. The CFO says that you have a $1 trillion install base at this time of general purpose computing solutions that have been part of us for several decades. So now you have the work in terms of moving to AI solutions and asking, how can I better use this data with AI type of solutions? So what's happening now is all of this infrastructure, this $1 trillion of infrastructure, computing infrastructure, is based on general purpose computing, or in other words, based on CPUs, central processing units. But now businesses are realizing that is obsolete, that switching to data centers that is optimized for artificial intelligence based on GPUs, which is the primary product that Nvidia sells, is way more cost effective than the current install base. So it's a no-brainer for these businesses to shift and now build these new data centers or upgrade those previous data centers to be based on GPUs. It's just a no-brainer in that if they want the same amount of performance, they can switch to GPU-based data centers, and it'll lower their cost of operations. It'll lower their total cost of ownership, even including how much they have to pay to upgrade the facility. It'll lower their total cost of operations, so it's a no-brainer. Or if they want, for the same price, they can get way better performance. They can say, well, we're willing to spend the same amount of money because that's our budget, but we want to get that much better performance. So then you can upgrade your systems, spend the same amount of money, and you get way better performance. And so whatever you're looking for, this $1 trillion install base of infrastructure is a no-brainer for businesses to switch. That's why you heard me and make a video a couple of days ago and discussing Microsoft's announcement that they will be spending $80 billion on their capital expenditures, primarily to upgrade these data centers, because it's just a no-brainer for them. And they spent $50 billion last year on the same thing. And now they're updating and upgrading to $80 billion. And if Alphabet, Amazon, Meta Platforms, and others were to make an announcement like Microsoft did, I'm sure we would hear the same thing, because when I've evaluated those companies and I've looked at their capital expenditures and done my own analysis and calculations, I see billions of dollars of increases in their capital expenditures as well. So you're seeing that across the board with these large cloud-based service providers that are spending to upgrade this infrastructure. And this is a $1 trillion opportunity. So this is huge for Nvidia that they're going to benefit from. The company also talked about how there's now a long list of different configurations that we have available. And that's important too, because now companies are able to custom order the one, well, not custom, but they're able to pick among a broader range of selections from NVIDIA's offerings to fit their particular need. Not every enterprise is looking for AI for the same reasons, right? You have a company like OpenAI, their need for accelerated computing is for their large language models, ChatGPT, training newer models, inferencing. That's what they need AI for. That's what they need these accelerated computing platforms for. Whereas a company like Walmart, let's say, would need this for a different reason, right? It might need it for inventory management, to make sure that all the stores have the right amount of inventory delivered at the right time. Because if you have inventory too early, that's a cost for a business, right? You don't have anywhere to put it and gets in your way. And so you have to pay for storage, and it's not optimal. If you get inventory too late, then you're missing sales and you're upsetting customers because they come to your store, you don't have the product, and they're upset and they go to your competitor. So Walmart might need accelerated computing to make sure that the inventory system is on point and updating quickly, and perhaps predicting where there might be a shortage or where there might be an overage. So that's just two examples, and you could probably think of many more where companies are using AI for their particular use case. And now that NVIDIA is offering multiple configurations, companies can pick and choose the configuration that best fits their needs, which is going to be another enticement for businesses to spend money on these products. Hey everyone, so many of you have been asking about my investing strategy, and I'm excited to announce that I've written a book that's available for sale now that describes my 6-step investing framework for evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.